Hey everybody, it's Brent in Central Arkansas. We're going to do another grow, microgreens. We're going to do a comparison. This time we're going to do 4 different solutions growing the same broccoli microgreens. We're going to use 50 grams of each one. I'm not going to measure it out this time. I think by now you can trust me, but we're going to put 50 grams in each one of these. Here are the 4 solutions we're going to use. The first one is a standard master blend mixed to full strength, and that it creates 2.5 gallons each of calcium nitrate and master blend per gallon and 1.2 grams of Epsom salt. This is the formula that's used almost everywhere on the internet and the one I've been using for hydroponics forever. Then we're going to do the organic solution that we used recently, the clean organic, and that's 3 grams of sodium nitrate, 3.5 grams of C90, and 2 grams of Epsom salt. So this is a comparison partly of the organic versus master blend. Additionally, I'm going to do 2 other grows. This particular grow, they all equate, by the way, straight down, shelf straight down, so I don't mix them up. And they're all marked. This one, for this tray here, is going to be 5 grams of C90 and 2 grams of Epsom salt. I'm not confident that this is going to produce anything at all, but we're going to give it a go. And lastly, we're going to do a hybrid between the organic and the master blend. And that is, we're going to use the master blend nutrients themselves at 2.5 grams, which is the same as the master blend formula over here. We're going to use half of calcium nitrate and half of sodium nitrate in the same jug. So we got 2 different types of nitrogen here, and we got Epsom salt, a little bit stronger version here. So, instead of 1.2 grams, we've got 2 grams, which is equivalent to the 2 grams of Epsom salt that was used in the organic. So this one is a hybrid. This one is hope so but doubtful, organic and master blend. Let's get the seed on the trays. I've already got the solutions filled to the same level on each one of these, and I'll go along and I'll show the amount of liquid that's used as time goes on, so we kind of get an idea of how much of each one of these nutrients is used as the grows go on. Each one of these trays I'm going to spray with the basic antifungal. I'm going to soak the screen to start the germination process on the broccoli on each one of these. Then I'm going to put the 50 grams on here, and I'm going to soak it from the top, and I will not put any antifungal on it again for the rest of the grow. And part of the reason I'm doing that is, one, I'm not sure in some cases, especially with brassicas, if it even needs a daily spray, which if you follow the book, it's done until you take the domes off. So it's a daily process. But I'm not sure for some of the solid micros like brassicas that's even necessary. Also, I want to see, supposedly sodium nitrate has oxidizing antimicrobial properties to it. That by itself is worth just testing to see if it can actually help preventing disease and mold. And if it can, I can't fathom why it's not widely known now for whatever reason. But if it can help us, then it's worth a little bit of a test to see. So this is the only time I'm going to spray with the basic antifungal, is at the very beginning, just before I put the seed down, and then not again until, well, not again. I've got seed spread on 3 of the 4. And I just left this one uncovered so you can see that I'm using the Bootstrap Farmer, or the small hole tray, with the medium screen. And the reason why I'm doing this, I've mentioned it already in the group, but it's because I want the roots to be able to grab a hold of this mesh tray. That way when I turn it upside down, the microgreens with the screen doesn't just fall out. I think it'll grow just as well, which would as the medium mesh tray, which would essentially put it out of business. But I think there may be, I'm keeping it anyway, just in case this doesn't work out quite as well. You can see here that it doesn't go all the way to the edge. That's kind of a limiting factor, although I think roots travel. Anyway, let me get the seed on here. Well, the seed has been wetted down, and I've set the bubbles on light. They're going to stay on light until the roots establish below. I need to turn this left and up just a little bit. So the roots establish below, and they're protected from popping, dispersing the seed. There we go. All those look good except for the first one. I'll adjust that. Next will be the cover. I'm going to put 2 pounds of weight in each one instead of 4 pounds in each one, because we're just doing a comparison grow. And we'll see how that goes. I'll bring you back as they grow. Oh, forgot to mention, also going to be, besides the cover and weight, a blackout dome in each one as per the usual. Each grow gets a cover, 4 pounds of weight, and a blackout dome, as usual. And this is what it looks like today. And I'm getting some uneven germination, especially in this first one, which is the master blend. So I did spray it again. I want to make sure it stays wet until it germinates. So I did spray again with the basic antifungal. So hopefully these will start sprouting, the remaining ones that haven't germinated yet. Get some sprouting improvement. Get some around the edge here, and these still need to sprout. And some back there in the back too. It's a swath here, a little bit here, but they're starting to sprout. That's probably my fault. You can see here that these are starting to sprout pretty good along the bottom, a little bit on the edge, and a little bit back there too. Same with here and here. So I think it's my fault. I need to bring the water levels or the nutrient levels up and turn the bubbles up on them a little bit now. We'll keep going. So I'm going to take the cover and weights off. I'll keep the dome on, let them get taller. But we'll take the cover and weights off. Despite the patches, I still think it's a productive grow. And hopefully the patched areas will spring to life and start germinating. We're starting to get some germination in the areas that weren't germinating. Here, even here, and there. So we've got master blend, we've got the hybrid, we've got C90 and Epsom salt only, and we've got the organic formula. And right now, if I'm looking at it, the organic formula by itself looks the best. So it's kind of neat. I thought I'd bring you at level so you can see the tray height. The organic formula is above the tray. This one, the C90 and Epsom, is just barely, got a couple little bit. The hybrid, which has calcium nitrate and sodium nitrate, is above the tray in a lot of areas. And good dang bug on me. And then the one with just master blend is not. So let me see if I can get the same level here. Pretty neat, huh? So, domes are coming off. I'm going to put light to them now. All the germination has started germinating all the way around, and all the low areas, or not low areas, the missing areas back here. So it wasn't a problem with the seed, it was a problem with what I did. But we're going to go ahead and take the dome off because of the height of the micros are well above, especially the organic one, well above the tray, which is when I would normally take them off anyway, about this level, 1 inch to 2 inches above. The lights are on. You can see them there. Those are LED tube replacements for shop lights. I have a video out on that. All you gotta do is search for lighting if you want to see that. And I got 4 of the tubes. And that's what it looks like. I'm going to show you this too. You can see the bubbles are going pretty good, and I want to show you the level of what I'm keeping the nutrient at. You see how the elbows aren't completely submerged, but the pipes basically are. That's more or less where I'm keeping it at. I want a lot of fluid up high, but I don't want to submerge the bottom of the tray. When the bubbles are popping, it comes up in the tray a good bit, and that's what I want. Let's grow. And the bubbles, of course, are on full blast, and you can kind of see what they look like. And the water level there. They actually all look pretty similar right now. I think the Epsom salt and C90 is a little bit less cotyledon leaf spread. We'll keep going and checking it out. You can see these two are starting to pull away. The organic ones down there are still doing really good though, but the C90 seems to be lagging. So they are filling in the areas that had germination issues, so that's going to end up not really being an issue for the overall result. Oh, this should be harvest day. I've got other stuff to do, so I'm not harvesting today, but this is the day we would normally harvest for these. These first two look amazing. This is the Master Blend. This is the Master Blend Hybrid with the organic, the Epsom salt and C90 only, which is not doing too great. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's definitely better than water, but it's not great. And we have the organic that isn't quite as good as these down here on the end, but it's definitely fairly good. So we're going to let them grow a little bit longer to see what this does, and because I've got busy doing renovation stuff on another house. So that's what they look like today. Alright everybody, it's harvest day. We're going to take these microgreens. For the book members, I want you to look at these micros. Here's my hand for reference. This is what you should be getting. If you're not getting this beautiful canopy right here, you might consider upping your game a little bit. Okay? I just want to encourage you, because this is just such a wonderful feeling to have this kind of nice growth and beautiful microgreens. This one is the Master Blend formula. This is a hybrid of the Master Blend and organic. This is an organic that I showed for the book members. It's not quite as good, but I mean, it's not horrible either. And this is the organic from the first time I grew it, and that one's also quite good. It's not as good as these. We're going to get a weight on it, we're going to see, but it's definitely better than this right here. So, I had a member who suggested adding a tad bit of kelp into the grow. Irma, I think, did that. Anyway, if I got the name wrong, I'm sorry. But that's a possibility, and I might do that in the near future. We got to go out of town for a while soon, so I'm going to pick up, after this grow, I'm going to pick up microgreen operations after we get back from out of town. So let's take a look at these, and we're going to harvest them, get a weight on them. Alright, it's harvest day. And take a look at these micros. Oh, let me tell you, it's pretty evident which ones did the best. We got the flagship, which is the Master Blend. We've got the hybrid, which is between the Master Blend and the organic. We have the Organic 2 solution, which I put at the beginning of the video. And then we have the basic organic, which was the first grow I did organic, or it's the second organic grow, but it's the first clean organic grow. And you can tell that it can't keep up, even it can't keep up with the Master Blend. Now I let these go pretty much to when I normally let them go. I'll put the number of days here, but usually you can maximize a broccoli grow in about 12 days, and I'm not sure if we're at 12 days, 11 or 13, but anyway, I'll put it up here, and you can see that this one is probably not worth pursuing. This one has some capability, and we might need to improve on it a little bit more to get it where we need it for the organic growers. But I'm going to get a weight on all of these, and I'll show you what they are. So I harvested the way I did last time, where I lifted the screen up first away, pulled these roots away from the screen. And this mesh tray does grow great, guys, and the guys that are growing in the book, in the group. I did find out that these do grow quite well, and the screen was easy to pull out, so yeah, definitely doable. Anyway, yeah, you know, I was just thinking, these things, when you're in the tray and you see that nice canopy and all, you're thinking, that's not very much microgreens until you begin to harvest them. That is a lot of microgreens. That is a lot of microgreens right there. And when you harvest, and those of you who have harvested already, you know what I'm talking about. So this is the waste. When I did it with the grab, chunks out and cut the roots off the bottom like I showed you in that other video for the organic nutrient, and it's a whole lot less waste, and you can see all the seeds there too. I wanted to show you the screen. Like always, I never get any mold, hardly ever, and I'm super thankful for that. Let me see if I can pull it up here, because when you look through it this way, you're like, those little spots there, that's mold. No, it's not. It's roots. So let me show you. I'll zoom in close for those who are concerned about growing this dense and mold. I get questions. You know, I do these videos all the time, but I get questions that I've answered many times in other videos. So sometimes it pays just to reshoot the same stuff. So those of you who have seen this before, me showing that there's no fungus, Microgreens are absolutely pristine. I apologize for having to show you again, but this is for the new folks. These are absolutely pristine. Perfect. 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 I cannot say that enough. And I hardly ever have any mold issues. Sincerely. So anyway, let's get this is the master blend, and let's get a weight on this, and that will be the flagship to compare the others against. Alright, we need to pan around the room so you just get an idea. I've showed you these before. The one that's missing is the first one, the master blend one. We're going back around here. You can see what I just showed you, the part that the leftovers, the roots if you will, and a small bit of stems. Here's some that was just kind of hanging around on the table. By the way, the table's a mess. Here's some that's left in the container that I used to put the microgreens in. And here's the microgreens in a Walmart bag. So okay, let's go over to my little scale here. Sorry, the air conditioner might be too loud. That one there. Okay, turn this on. And we're going to weigh these here right now. Okay, it's locked, so I can handle it now. Let's see the units. It's 0.725 kilograms. That's basically 1.6 pounds. Whatever gin is, 25.4 ounces. That's pretty good. These weren't done to maximum grow levels, and for those in the book, you know how to do that because you got the book. But anyway, we could push that 1.6 pounds easily over 2, and that's not that bad. But anyway, that's what we got for the Master Blend Grow. It is 25.4 ounces. Alright, we got the hybrid from there. It sits here, and this is what it looks like. And I'll get the harvest and we'll weigh that one. Alright, we're going to pan around. Those are the two left, organics. This is the waste from that. A little bit of extra here that I didn't want to, without collecting, put into here to go to the worms. This is what they look like, and I'm going to tell you the first thing I noticed when I harvested this hybrid was that the stems, it felt sturdier, stronger microgreens. So I'm going to take this grow after I weigh it, and I'm going to compare it. Can you even, I think I can even see a difference just looking at these compared to these, but I'll do a little close-up. But this is the first one, the Master Blend. This is the second, the hybrid. Let's get a weight on the hybrid, and then we'll look at them together. I thought the Master Blend was actually a little better looking than this one, but now that they're in the bag side by side, this one looks a little better than that one. And I know it's only been a few minutes since I harvested this one, so I know it's not because of dehydration or wilting or whatever. Anyway, let's get a weight on this one. This is the hybrid. Okay. 25.1. I can't remember what the other one was. I think the Master Blend, the other one was a little bit higher. Let's see what it comes up in others. 1.57. Yeah, I think the other one was 1.59, wasn't it, pounds? Well, I still don't know what gin is. So anyway, this one is 25.1 ounces. Alright, when we're testing and trialing, these types of things are important to people like me. So if you're just watching the video, this might be really boring for you if you're not into microgreens and trying to get as most out of them as you can for sale or personal use or whatever. But anyway, this one is the hybrid and this one is the Master Blend only. And I don't see much difference, but if you look closely, let me put them right next to each other. It seems to me that the stems are a little thicker on this one than this one. Why don't you guys tell me what you see in the video? Let me do a texture, a feel. I can't quite feel it so much now. But boy, when I first started harvesting, I could definitely feel it. Let me spread them out a little bit, see if you can see any differences. Alright, we're going to move on to the next one. And this is the last one, organic. And we'll come back around here. We'll call this one, I think we called this one organic 2. And if you just look at it by itself, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Even you get up close. But this is not going to be anywhere near the others, I can tell you that. So, let's get to harvesting. I've got the harvesting container here. I got an empty one to put the old stuff in. And I've got the hybrid and the master blend sitting here. I'll start here and pan around so you can see progress as I go, referring back for comparisons. This is the leftover, isn't much. And then there's a little bit here. I didn't show this last time, but I'll show it this time. The screen compared to outside light from outside this grow room. And I'm going down it slowly enough so you can see there's nothing there. It's the same in every grow. This is the take, and I'll put it in a bag from one of the major grocery stores that I'm not going to say, and we'll get a weight on it. Alright, here they are in the bag. Previous 2. Let's turn them over to the scale. Feels lighter. Turn the scale on. Whoa, that one broke the other side, but still should work with one. Okay, 18.8 ounces. I know that's less than the other ones. I can't remember. I think it was 25 point something ounces, wasn't it? 25.1, 25.4 maybe. That is 1.18 pounds. We still broke a pound with that. That's good though. That is good. We broke a pound. I don't know how many days are in there, but that's good. So, on to the next one. Last one. This is the organic blend. This is the one I did the last clean organic grow with. And they look better than the last one I just harvested. But honestly, I'm not sure if they're like a little lighter green color. I'll let you tell me if you think so. I still don't think. Okay, the battery died, and I didn't see a blinking indicator. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and harvest this. I don't think this one was as good as the first 2, the Master Blend and the Hybrid, but it's certainly better than just the last one we did. So let me harvest these, we'll get a weight on it, and then we'll do an overall comparison. And there's the final one. I'm going to bag it up, and we'll get a weight on it. I'm going to show you here this one also, and you can see here after we got the micros out, it's pretty dry. There it is. Let's take it over and get a weight on it. Hopefully before this other battery I had to use, which was already a low battery, runs out. Okay, put it on. Come on around. 1.41 pounds locked. 22.5 ounces. That is pretty darn close to the Mastermind. It's like 2.5 ounces difference. It's quite a bit more than organic 2. But yeah, that's pretty good. Let's do an overall comparison and wrap this video up.